Yo guys, what is up? I just had me some Oreos and some milk, bro. I'm feeling nice right now. We're about to be making a Marvel Rivals tier list. I'm gonna go over some of the characters and kind of let y'all know where I think they're placed. And I'm also gonna let y'all know what I think as far as Overwatch. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. As far as Overwatch, which game is better, Overwatch Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. Now, the thing is that I have just with Marvel Rivals that makes it a little bit iffy is obviously comp. If you're playing quick play and you're a casual player, this game is 10 out of 10, best game of the year, even going into 2025 so far, best game of the year. If you are playing comp and you are solo queuing, some of the worst experience I've ever had. I mean, it's almost just as bad as Overwatch. However, I feel like people are a little bit more are willing to change. And Overwatch, they're not changing. Like, they're locked in. That's why they had to come out with road queue, it seems like. But so we're gonna start off with let's start off with Punisher. Punisher originally would have put him BC. I was like, bro, Punisher is not that great. But I'm actually gonna put Punisher S tier now. The reason why Punisher goes S tier, it's just simply because of the fact of that stupid turret that he got. Literally beams everyone. Beams tanks, beams Iron Man out the air. Literally every single thing. And it gives you an extra life, basically. You also got a smoke grenade, which doesn't help that much. It kind of does, but kind of doesn't. It's really better for mobility uses. So if you're trying to get to a higher area, whatever the case is, it's really for the best. He also has a shotgun that melts through pretty much anything, including tanks, right? Really strong. And then his ultimate is ridiculous. If you hear his ultimate go off, get off the way. Everybody just clear out. Just clear out. Because no one's going to stop his ult here. The best thing to do is just run. If you're Cloak and Dagger, just go ahead and phase away. If you're Iron Man, go ahead and dip. No one's fighting him. And he has rockets that shoots out that does extra damage as well. So let's go ahead and get Punisher out the way. He's S tier. Mantis, let's go ahead and get you up here, hun, the S tier. Mantis is one of the best healers. There's only one more healer that is the best healer in the game. However, she is by far the best healer. She can boost people's damages. Her healing is really nice. Not as strong as other healers, but she has a lot more utility. She also has a CC, which is a crowd control, like a stun that can prevent a lot of people's ults. And she's really annoying. And she does so much good damage. Like, she's almost better than Luna. She's almost, which I'm going to go ahead and get Luna up there too. Because Luna, where are you at? There she is. We're going to go ahead and get her up here. She would actually be above. I'm not going to order these like, this is the best character all time. This is not the best character, or the next best character. But Luna, Mantis, and Punisher are all S tier. And Luna, she has another crowd control. Any healers that have a crowd control, like a stun or anything like that, already puts them really strong. Like in Overwatch, when you have Ana that can sleep anyone pretty much out of their ult, that's already that's why she's one of the best healers in the game. It's because when you have that utility. But not only does Luna have that, and this is why she's more stronger than Mantis, is because not only does she have a crowd control, but she also has her ultimate, which basically saves anyone in the game. I think the only ultimate that can wipe her out, I believe, is Wanda and Iron Man. I believe there might be Magneto. If he charges up his asteroid or enough, maybe he can wipe her out, but I think those are the only characters that can do something. And so she has the strongest ult in the game as far as supports are concerned. So she's really good. Now, next character, let's move on to a DPS. I'm going to start off with the S tiers, the obvious S tiers. Hela, and let's just go ahead and throw Hawkeye in there. Where's Hawkeye at? Hela and Hawkeye need to be nerfed. More so Hawkeye. I'm not really mad at Hela because Hela, the best thing about Hela that makes her not as bad is Doctor Strange. Just Doctor Strange alone, because Doctor Strange can obviously block a lot of her stuff, and that's what usually the best characters are. Using Groot and using Doctor Strange against Hawkeye and Hela is probably the best case scenario. But if you have an open map where there's platforms and stuff like that, and you catch Hela and Hawkeye at one of those top platforms at angles, they're wiping out your entire team. Hawkeye, I don't understand why he one-shots and Widow doesn't. Black Widow. Don't understand that. Okay. This is why I cannot wait till Hawkeye gets a nerf, because this is like a one-trick pony for everyone in the game. If you're playing comp, if you got a Hela and a Hawkeye on your team that's super goated, it's really, really hard to win against them, because they basically win ones against every single DPS in here. The only DPS they may not win against is like Magic, Psychic, and is it Psychic? I don't know. Psylock? I think it's Psylock actually, or Psylock. And maybe SpiderMan if they can catch them lacking, but Hela can literally, and just in case you get close to them for some reason, right? Hela can fly away. Hela can pull you closer just in case you try to run away. So she has quite a bit of utility there. Again, you try to get close to Hawkeye, he swipes you away, he jumps up, he hits you with 2 arrows, you're out of here. She basically 2-shots every single squishy hero or DPS in the game, including supports as well. For the most part, anyone like 250, I think, or 3, I think 250, he 1-shot or 2-shots everyone 250. But then he 1-shots people in the head. And he's way worse than Hanzo, because one, his ultimate is really bad too. But the fact that he can shoot so fast, like Hanzo, you pull 1 arrow and you shoot and you miss, that's like a punish because you got to recharge it up before it does a lot of damage. When it comes to Hawkeye, it's just thop, really, really quick, especially when he has his ult, is actually insane. So obviously Hawkeye and Hela are both going to be at the top. That's pretty obvious. So we're kind of just getting the S tiers out the way. Psychic, so I don't know why I keep saying Psychic. I think Psylock actually. I don't know why I keep saying that. But Psylock, she's going to go S tier. Again, originally I probably would have put her at B because her ult was like really, really good, and the rest of her kit I was like, she's not that great. But when it comes to flanking and taking out supports and just doing a quick thing, like a really quick takeout, she is really, really nice. I mean, she's one of the best like flanking characters in the game right now. It could be debatable with other characters as well. Not really, but I mean, she's really, really, really good when it comes to that. And her ultimate, I mean, again, she has one of those ultimates where it clear out. I mean, just go ahead and leave and back up. Unless you have a Luna ult or maybe a Cloak and Dagger ult, you're probably fine. Or if you're getting Cloak and Dagger's bubble, you're probably fine as well. But yeah, I think Psylocke is definitely by far one of the best flanking characters for sure. She has a lot of mobility. She can go invisible. She does a lot of damage, even to tanks as well. Like, everything's a plus about her. She doesn't even have any negatives at all. All these characters here, the reason why they're S tier is because they have no downsides to them at all. Close range, mid range, long range, they're all pretty good. Well, not long range for Psylocke. Her whole thing is flanking anyways, but they're all really, really good. Now, for the next like set of DPS, I think actually, no, Doctor Strange, we're gonna go ahead and put you S tier as well. Doctor Strange, again, has a lot of stuff to him. He has a really, really good kit. Has a shield. He can go up in the air and like float. He has a portal. His ultimate's really nice. Everything about him. If you have a Doctor Strange on your team, it's gonna be a W match 100% of the time. There's only one other character I think is gonna be a W match as well. But yeah, Cloak and Dagger. See, I want to put Cloak and Dagger at S tier as well. I'm not gonna lie, because when it comes to a good Cloak and Dagger, bro, if everyone in your match, because I can't really go off of communication, like I don't have like a stack team or anything like that. I've been solo killing since the game came out, and this is just my experience with just different people. Whenever I have these people on my team, I know it's gonna be a W match 100%. Whenever I even go against these people, it's a problem. I mean, Cloak and Dagger, bro, is actually one of the most annoying characters in the game, because not only does she do a lot of damage, she has a little bubble that instant heals everyone. Like, if Groot pops his ult, oh yeah, just throw a bubble at the floor. You're chilling. You're absolutely chilling. So, I think Cloak and Dagger is probably gonna go A tier. The reason why I say probably A tier is because they don't have any CCs. If they had a CC, they would probably be so much more better. Or not so much more better, but they'll probably be S tier. But the thing is, Mantis and Luna have the ability to stop ults. So the fact that they have that ability and their ultimate literally clears everything out, or like saves everyone. And obviously Mantis has damage boost. Cloak and Dagger doesn't really have that. Like, Dagger has some really good heals, but her main like heals are not that strong. It's her abilities that are really strong. But when it comes to Mantis, her heals and her abilities are all strong. Same thing for Luna. So that's the reason why they're S tier. Now Magneto, because I think every other character, I don't think there's no other S characters I want to put in there. I'm curious what the Fantastic Four characters are doing here for some reason. But yeah, every other character is gonna be A or below. Magneto, we're gonna put you A. Similar to Doctor Strange, the only reason why Magneto is not as high as Doctor Strange is because damage. That's it. Utility wise, super great. You put him with Hulk, you put him with Doctor Strange, he's S tier. By himself, he's still A tier. He's really good. But when it comes to Doctor Strange remains S tier. Doesn't matter who you have on your team. He can block a Hela ult. He can block a Iron Man ult. He can block any one-shot ults. Wanda, even a Bucky. If a Bucky tries to pop his ult, you're chilling. Like there's a lot of ults that he can block. Same thing for Magneto. But again, the only thing that separates them is the damage and the portal. The fact that he can open up a portal comes in clutch with different ults and stuff like that. So Magneto, you're going A. Definitely really solid, great character. A character, another one I'm gonna put in there is gonna be we're gonna put Hulk, or we're gonna put Groot in there. I think Groot is a really annoying good character. However, he just like, the only reason why I don't put him higher is his damage is good, everything else, but his mobility is not. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Doctor Strange has so much utility. The fact that he has mobility to go in air, he has a shield, and then he has good damage, and he has a portal. All that type of stuff, he has a little bit of everything. Groot doesn't have mobility. However, he has crazy amount of damage. The thing is, you have to have Groot set up really well. I mean, the spamming walls thing, that is so annoying. I absolutely hate going against a Groot a lot of times because he just spams walls over and over. He has a grenade, does really good damage. He even gets overshield if he sets up the certain wall. And like, if you can get your walls set up really good, even like on defend on a really good map, I mean, it's really hard to overtake a Groot. And he can set up 2 walls and get his other 2 walls back. So if you destroy them, he just keeps setting up walls over and over again. He can trap tanks in. He can separate their team really well. Groot is super nice. I don't think there's no buffs they really need to add to him. I think he's relatively really strong. Same thing as Magneto. Like, I feel like they're at a good spot, and that's where a lot of characters are. Like in Overwatch, a lot of the characters are really not that good unless they get their ultimate. Because like, we'll leave Overwatch out of it for a second, but and I'll talk about that more probably towards the end of which game I think is better. But no, Groot is definitely A tier. Moon Knight, go ahead and give him A tier easily. He can even go S. Honestly, he has a possibility of going S. Moon Knight has got to be one of the most annoying characters in the game, and I'm gonna say that all the time. Hela's annoying, Hawkeye's annoying, Psychic's annoying. Psylocke. I don't know why I keep saying Psychic. I don't know if it's Psychic or Psylocke. I don't know. I think it's Psylocke. Psylocke's annoying. Moon Knight's annoying. And the reason why, I know everyone has the same opinion, Moon Knight is by far one of the most annoying characters because of his onks. His onks are literally the most ridiculous thing. And it powers up his ult so fast. And when he drops his ult, clear out. Unless you have a Doctor Strange that can block it, or if you got a Magneto that can block it or something like that, you might as well clear out. But a lot of people's their ults are like instant. Like when Psylock literally rushes out, she just immediately just starts going back and forth and just dashing back and forth. When Hela pops her ult, it makes a sound cue. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But when Moon Knight drops his ult, it's just instant. And he drops in the back lines. No one is like, the healers are trying to focus so much on healing that they end up dying to Moon Knight's ult. Or Moon Knight literally throws an onk out and just just repeatedly. And everyone on the team is getting low, and we have to figure out where the onk is, and everyone's scrambling trying to find the onk, and his onk comes back super fast. So yeah, no, Moon Knight definitely is A tier without a doubt. That's not even like a question. Let's see, who else am I gonna put A tier? I'm gonna put, oh, Bucky. I forgot, Bucky's S tier. My fault. Bucky's S tier. So the reason why Bucky's S tier, y'all already know. First of all, his utility, his arsenal is crazy. Pistol is super strong, especially if you pair it with Rocket. unlimited shots with Bucky's pistol. What are we doing here? Like, that thing is so strong, and the fire rate is ridiculous. And then he has an ability that can pull you towards him, so he can literally pull the tank, turn around and punch him away from everyone else, and bring the tank all the way to your line. And y'all can literally just clear him out. Or if someone's trying to run, snatch him, pull him back. Like, it's so ridiculous, Bucky. And then let's not even talk about his ult. Again, I'm pretty sure everyone that's played has heard a Bucky go off, and you kept on hearing it over and over again. And it not only makes everyone super low, but if your teammates kills that person that gets hit by your ult, you get it back. If you hit a Lowkey clone, just a random Lowkey clone that's just sitting there, you hit him with your ult and you kill the Lowkey clone, you get it back. I don't understand why it's like that. I feel like Bucky's ult definitely needs a nerf or changes. It needs to only happen up to 3 times, or maybe something like that. Again, and it even has like or maybe they should just lower the timer. Instead of you getting 8 seconds to like, or I think it's 7 or something like that. Maybe 7 to 8. I don't know exactly what the time is, but you get quite a bit of time to use your ult again. It's actually so ridiculous. Yeah, Bucky's S tier. My fault though. Now another A tier, I'm gonna say. Magic's gonna go A tier. The only reason why I think Magic doesn't go S tier is because, kind of like other characters that are like Black Panther, Captain America, stuff like that, like, you need distractions. Okay, you need some really good distractions, because if you don't and you just run in there with Magic, you're not gonna do too much. Especially if they have really good healers. If they have a Cloak and Dagger that's just standing in her bubble, you're not doing anything. If they have a Lowkey that sets his flags down, you're not doing anything. If they have a Mantis, they can just sleep you. Like, it's really, really difficult. You have to catch one lacking. But Magic, when she goes off, she goes off. Her ultimate is mega loud too, and she gets over shield. She's impossible to basically kill with her ult, because she just keeps spamming teleport button over and over again, and it's just sending out minions or doing a double slice. So she's really, really strong, and she has combos. But another thing too that makes her a lot more not as strong is any characters that have to use multiple abilities to get one kill does not make them as strong. Like, Hela doesn't need that. Hela can just think, you're dead. Hawkeye can just charge up and just shoot, you're dead. Punisher can just literally like build up his ult and then pop his ult and kill the entire team. Like, you really don't need much. Same thing for Bucky. Bucky, all of his abilities recharges his gun, and so he gets like up to like 12 shots, I think. Like 3, 6, 9, and then 12. So you can get up to like 12 shots with Bucky's gun, and it reloads really, really quick. So you don't really need much. You can play from a range. You can play with your tanks. You're very versatile when it comes to different things. When it comes to Magic, she can only play up close. So if everyone is playing together and you cannot get to them, you're getting beamed. So it's like, it's really difficult to play Magic in some matches because of that. But she is really, really strong. I'm going to put Squirrel Girl. I'm going to put Squirrel Girl at... Nah, I can't put her A. I really, really enjoy Squirrel Girl. I really, really do. We'll get to her because she's going to be lower. So the next character I'm actually going to put A tier is actually going to be Thor. Thor could go S tier. The only reason why I put Thor at A is because he's not really versatile when it comes to protecting his team. He's kind of like Hulk, really, really, really good with damage. And by the way, I'm not ordering these, so I'm not saying I'm not saying Magneto is better than Thor, or I'm not saying but I'm not saying Punisher is the best character of like the entire Marvel Rivals. But Thor is very, very versatile. He gets over health. He's really, really good. Very, very strong. He has a little bit of mobility whenever he charges up and like lunges towards someone. The only reason why I put him at A is just simply because he can't protect his team. I mean, like I said, Doctor Strange is very versatile. Thor is very versatile, but not in that sense of protecting his team. If you have a Thor and he's rushing up, kind of like Hulk too, it just leaves your whole backline exposed to other characters flanking. I mean, he can't really protect as much. He just kind of has to take hits, and so that doesn't make him as strong. Like, if you got a Thor on your team, he can be really nice if you got also another like a Magic with you, or if you got like a Black Panther with you, or you got a Cap with you. That could be really really good because they can move around. Like the best thing, I think the best team comp obviously is having one dive-in tank, one defense tank, and then you got even one dive-in DPS and then one defense DPS like a Hela or Hawkeye that can sit back and protect the supports as well. And then as a two supports, you got one support that can be able to rush, maybe a Jeff, something like that can be really really nice. And then you got like maybe a chill support Luna that might sit in the back, kind of just throw her abilities out, and then if she gets caught, she does her little frozen ability. So that's probably like the best type of comp to usually have, is kind of play in pairs a little bit, but also you're all playing as a full team. So I think Thor is very 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 good and very very strong depending what team you have. But as like a solo tank, he still can be really good. His ultimate's really really nice. Honestly, he has the ability to go to S tier. I won't lie, he does. But I'm gonna leave him at A tier because that's just how I personally think, based on the games I've played so far. StarLord. Actually, next character I'm gonna put Hulk same way. Hulk same thing. I mean, he has a shield, he has a stun. He's really really good. But you need like if you're gonna run Hulk, it's best to have either 3 DPS. Or it's like 2 DPS that can have like that can protect the healers and kind of stay around the healers, like Hela or Hawkeye, or like maybe an maybe a Squirrel Girl, something like that can make sure they're paying attention to the back lines. Really really good, can be really really good. But like if every diving tank you have, you probably need to have some type of like support or something with the supports. Now supports obviously they can do enough by themselves, honestly, where they can, like I remember seeing like I want to say I seen this, I don't know where I seen it, but they were running a whole team of 6 supports and they were like literally dominated the entire team, because supports can literally carry on their own. They do really really good work, I'm not gonna lie. With the CCs that they have and the damage that some of the characters have, like Mantis is absolutely strong. She's so strong, it's actually crazy. Yeah, but Hulk is kind of how I feel about Thor. So next character is going to be Venom, because we're going to kind of finish out the tanks here, or some of the tanks here. Venom is going to go B. Can go C, but I'm going to put him B. C is a little way too low. I wouldn't say C. B, Venom is where he's going, because Venom by himself, and if your healers are not healing or you don't got nobody rushing, you might as well say goodbye. You are a big target. He does have a lot of mobility, I will lie, but he he can't protect his teammate, and he doesn't do a lot of damage. Those two things, he's just the definition of a diving tank. Hulk at least has shields, he has some stuns, he has some mobility, he can jump constantly. With Venom, you got overshield for yourself, you got a web swing for yourself, you got some damage with the right click, or like the little thing where you attach yourself to others. It's literally just damage and distraction. He's like a Captain America. But I'm actually going to put Captain America at A, because the thing is with Captain America that makes him so much better is he has a shield and he can get back to his supports really quick if needed. Venom, if you have some really good healers, bro, and you're playing defend, it's so impossible to kill Venom, bro. It's so impossible. If you got a Luna and probably a Jeff that just keeps pumping it with heals, and then every few seconds they get their ult, it's nearly impossible to kill Hulk or Venom. It's actually so crazy of how many games I've ran into, or even Cap. I mean, even Cap too, bro, or even Thor. Like Thor gets so much overhealth whenever he pops his little F ability, where he keeps throwing out lightning over and over again. But any characters that gets a lot of overshield, and then they're having healers behind them that are just pumping heals into them over and over again, it's just such a nightmare. The game is literally at a standstill of who's trying to build up ults. DPS are trying their best to flank, but then the other team has a Hela that's just taking out all the DPS, and Hawkeye that's just taking out all the DPS. It's so ridiculous, actually. So I think Venom is definitely B tier. Has the possibility of being A tier, but I completely doubt it a lot of times. Even if you do really good with Venom, that doesn't mean that he's a really good character. You're just having a good game with them. That's what I believe anyways. But let's go ahead and go with Wanda. Wanda, let's go ahead and put you down at C. I love Wanda. I've done so good with Wanda in so many games that I just kind of know how to play her a lot better than I did before. So even with me being in plat, almost diamond here, which is not too high anyways, it's okay. But like Wanda, I've played Wanda even in higher ranks, and Wanda still hasn't been too bad. Her ult is absolutely terrible. That's what puts her at C. If they would just make her ult faster, or they would give her some type of overhealth, because as soon as you pop your ult, you're getting grabbed by Bucky, you're getting stunned by Penny Parker, or you're getting hit in the head by Hela or Hawkeye, or you're getting pushed back by Magneto, or you're getting Hulk is gonna do a mega jump and come down on your head and just literally just hit you right down. Like, or if that doesn't happen, you're getting blocked by, I don't know if Cap can block it. I don't think he can. He might be able to. I don't know. I don't know if he can protect the team though. But even in, all the characters have such a huge, like, they can ignore you for 2 seconds and then run away. They don't even have to be caught. It's not like a diva ult where diva can just send out her ult and literally just by the time it gets to the people, it explodes. It doesn't work that way. You literally charge up for a whole 5 seconds where the team doesn't have to worry about for 2 seconds. One, the noise indication, the exclamation points, sorry, said that wrong. Well, all that type of stuff, you're not popping off your ult. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I remember in a comp game, I popped her ult 3 times, and not one time did I get the ult off. Even with a Doctor Strange portal, which is the best case scenario, you still can get shut down easily. It's actually insane. They need to buff her ult, or just like give her a different ult, change her kit up a little bit. Everything else is fine about her though. Her phase, her flanking ability is kind of nice. It's really, really good. But if your ult sucks, you're automatically going to get put down at the bottom. Like, everyone here, their ult can be really, 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 really good. Maybe not Magneto, but Magneto makes it up really, really well. Everyone else, though, their ult's amazing for the most part. Every single one's ult. Cap gives everyone overshield. He moves really, really quick. He has a lot of utility. Like, he does quite a bit. Like, you're not killing a Cap if he pops his ult. Majority of the time. Now, Adam Warlock, I'm not sure how I feel about him. Because I've been in some matches with Adam Warlock where he was going crazy, bro. And he does really good damage. And I've even played Adam Warlock, and I was like, bro, Adam Warlock is fire. But I'm going to put Adam Warlock at B. Now, the reason why I'm putting Adam Warlock at B is just simply because he just, after those 2 hills, you can't do anything. Like, he's like a Mantis, but a worser Mantis. Because even when he popped his ult, if he popped his ult and everyone got their health back, when he popped his ult, it would be stronger. But a lot of occasions, if Adam Warlock brings back his team, they're all low already. So you have to, like, use it with a Luna ult or a Mantis ult. It's like, he can come in clutch for a lot of times. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put him A, just because of that revive. I'm not gonna lie. That revive can really save your team, bro. It can really save your team. If he can pull off a revive and someone else has their ult and can throw, or like a Mantis or a Luna or a Punisher or someone really good, or even a Doctor Strange has their ult, I mean, you can real life save the entire team. It's same thing for Mercy. Like, Mercy, when it comes to on Overwatch, I wouldn't put her S because she doesn't have too much to her, but I put her A because she has the ability to revive. When you have the ability just to revive in general, that already gives you a lot of points, even if the other stuff is not that great. He also has the shared soul thing where it takes damage and it, like, distributes that damage between the entire team. So if someone's getting hit with 100 damage and you know, put that in between 4 people, they're all getting hit by 25 damage. So it's really, really good. Black Panther, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put Black Panther. See, this is really difficult because I could put Black Panther B or A here. The reason why I can put him B or A is because if you B, his ult is horrible. Okay, his ult is not doing anything unless everyone's low. So that's number 1. But the best thing about Black Panther is the marked enemies thing. That marked enemies thing is actually insane. I mean, you can literally pick off a support so fast. So fast. And there's a thing I need to test out as well too. Apparently, if you throw 2 javelins at someone and then you could do a slice, You can take out anyone, or not anyone, but like the supports really, really quickly. So the fact that you have that is actually insane, because that allows you to basically be able to take out anyone faster than anyone in the game can take out someone. Maybe other than like Psylock, because Psylock can take out people pretty fast. But the reason why I want to put Black Panther at B is not only because his ult sucks. It's great because it brings back his shift ability or his little dash ability or whatever. But once that dash ability is gone, that's it. That's it. If you miss your dash ability, it's GG's. It's a wraps for you. You have nothing really else. I mean, you have another ability that allows you to kind of get away a lot, but you have two abilities, and that dash ability is you need that. Okay? If you can keep that chain going, nice. But my thing is, though, if you're going to get to Lowkey and you're going to get to Cloak and Dagger, you're probably not killing them. You're probably not killing them with Black Panther. They just have too much where they can throw their little bubble down and you're not going to kill them. And you can literally just keep going back and forth between the team. He's a great distraction, I agree. Definitely a great distraction. But as far as damage is concerned, I don't think he needs maybe he needs a buff to maybe his basic damage, his basic slices, because that does nothing. Maybe, but I don't really know what else to change about Black Panther. Maybe make him a little bit quicker. Maybe give him I don't think he needs like a sprint ability or something like that, but just make his movement speed a little bit faster. But honestly, Black Panther, he is at a really good spot. I think he has the potential of going A 100%. I think he does, but I'm just going to leave him at B currently, because I've played Black Panther a lot and I love Black Panther. I've had so many great games with them, but I've also had so many terrible games with them as well. Not terrible. I've had a lot of standstill games where I'm like, he's doing really good, but he's not really doing that good. Like, that's where a lot of he's at. And I think B kind of fits that scenario where he's kind of at that midpoint where it's like he has the potential of going really, really high in some games, but he has the potential of just kind of being there. Like, he's not doing too much, especially if they got some really good healers on their team. Squirrel Girl, I'm going to put her B as well. Again, me personally, I love Squirrel Girl. She reminds me of Junkrat. Super nice character. Love her. She also has a CC ability, basically, because she can like keep people still for a minute, and then she can use her E ability to bring it back again to stun someone else. Like, she has really good abilities, but her ultimate is so terrible. You're basically never gonna kill anyone. They need to change her ult. I like the whole squirrel thing. Squirrels running out, but maybe the squirrel should like run out and then hold the characters down for like 2 seconds or 3 seconds or something like that. That'd be so much more better. Like, it's like 5 squirrels or 4 squirrels that run out and they like scout, and anyone that's in the line of sight, it will just pull them and hold them down, kind of similar to our right click. That'll be so much more better than what we got now. The damage on our ult is horrible. That's kind of the only reason why I'm putting her low to B. She's a mid character. She's really, really nice, has some good mobility, not gonna lie. Her damage is actually really nice, and she has the potential, kind of like Black Panther, to go up to A. I've played Squirrel Girl and dropped 30 kills with her, really, really nice. But I've also played Squirrel Girl and they got a Doctor Strange on their team, and they got a Magneto where they just keep blocking my shots over and over, and it's not really much I can do. Or there's a Hela that can literally just beam me, because I have not crazy mobility like that. But like, she's like Junkrat, where she's really, really annoying. She keeps shooting bombs at you, and she can get up close to you, and she can just dop, and if you try to run, hold you down, bop, and just keep hitting you over and over again. She's super nice, and like I said, I think she has the potential of for sure going up to A. I just think her ultimate needs a little bit of work. I don't think she'll surpass A at all. She'll probably stay at A, but change her ult. We're all good here. Now Iron Man, B. I'm gonna put Iron Man B. Now, Iron Man really should be at C, okay? The only reason I'm putting him at B is because Ultimate has the potential of wiping out 3 or 4 characters at once. Yes, it can be blocked a lot, but he has a good mobility. He has really good damage. He's really annoying. If there's an Iron Man on a team, that team has to focus on Iron Man. And I've been in so many comp games where for some reason, no one can take out Iron Man. I don't know what. I'll be playing support, and we're constantly typing in chat like, hey, someone get the Iron Man. Hey, someone get the Iron Man. Someone get the Iron Man. But for some reason, no one ever does. I don't get it, okay? And then he also has a team up with Bruce Banner where he does more damage. I don't understand why why Iron Man is a problem. but he's in a problem in a lot of different, because to a lot of the maps, like a lot of the capture maps as well, there's a lot of walls where he can hide behind, and he's what Storm should be like as far as just as annoying. He should be like Storm and should be, or sorry, Storm should be like Iron Man, ideally, because they both can float, they both move kind of fast if they pop their ability. That's what they should be, right? But we're gonna get to Storm in a minute because we're gonna start moving down more. I think Iron Man is B. I mean, obviously you can deal with them. Just run a Punisher, Hawkeye, or Hela, really Hela, and then Punisher, or even Adam Warlock. All these characters can literally take him out really, really quick. So he ideally should not be a problem at all. So I'm just gonna leave him at B and just say the games that you're getting into with Iron Man being a problem is because someone's not stepping up and taking him out that they should be doing, or y'all are just getting like, I don't know what's going on with that. But Iron Man, he's the good character. He's definitely really, really annoying and definitely has a lot of utility. And he is a problem if you have an Iron Man on the other team that can start. And it can cause a lot of arguments as well. Penny Parker. Now, Penny Parker, we're going to put you, we're going to put you B. The reason why Penny Parker could go to B is because Penny Parker is not really that annoying if you know how to deal with her. If you get her little drone out of there that sends out those stupid little mines, she's chilling. I mean, you can get her out the way. She's such a big target. She doesn't have like crazy mobility. Like she only has like a little thing where she can like grapple to. Outside of that, she has no mobility and she can run up walls, but like that don't really matter too much. She has a huge critical or a bigger critical hitbox, I guess, more than other characters. So if you're playing Hela, you can just beam her. If you're playing Punisher, you can beam her. If you're playing Hawkeye, you can beam her. Psylock can beam her. Like a lot of these characters can get her out the way. The only thing that sucks and that's really, really good about Penny Parker is if you get set up and you throw your mines down and you can get your little nest ability like in the little area, you can legit stay alive so long. And if you got Luna, again, that's just constantly healing you and a cloak and dagger, it's nearly impossible to kill her. Penny Parker's getting healed by her webs. She has mine set down. And every time someone gets hit with the little bots, it charges up her ultimate. Which with her ultimate, it's impossible to kill Penny Parker. For the most part, she's like a cap. So she has the potential of going A if no one knows how to deal with her. If no one can deal with her, it's like kind of like Iron Man. If you figure out how to just get her out the way, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. If you destroy her little thing, it's not that big of a deal at all. But outside of that, I mean, she is super strong too. I might put her A actually. The only reason why I might put her A, she's like an A- if I do, is because she has the ability to stun Thor's ult, Iron Man's ult, Wanda's ult, literally so many ults she can stun. So I'm gonna actually put her A, but like an A-, bro. She's barely touching A. Just because of that extra thing, I will definitely put. But honestly, like if someone put her B, I would not. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's what I would think too. Now, StarLord. StarLord's going B as well. Not that great of a character. I mean, he's kind of like Iron Man, but Iron Man does way more. It's Iron Man's right click, the little beam, the little chest beam, that thing melts. When it comes to StarLord, it's his ult. I mean, it's a tracer ult, it's tracer pistols on a soldier ult that lasts longer. I mean, it's ridiculous. If he pops that ult, he's wiping out the entire team. This is one of those ults everyone needs to clear out. Don't even try to contest with it. I mean, if you're Doctor Strange, you're chilling. If you're Psylock, you're chilling. If you're Hela, you might be chilling, possibly. But if you're everyone else in the game, for the most part, you're getting murked off. Oh, sorry, Magneto, you're probably chilling. Thor, you're probably chilling because your guys are tanky. But everyone else, or Cap's fine too. I keep saying different characters, and Hulk's fine. But for the most part, if you're squishy, okay, you're DPS, you're probably getting cooked here. I don't care what abilities you think you have, you're not getting away. And you're not killing him because he flies super fast. And he has a right click that recharges his pistols immediately right afterwards. So it's like, what are we doing here? So yeah, StarLord's ult is scary. That's the only thing that's keeping him B tier. Outside of that, he's not great. If you have a StarLord on your team, if you're playing StarLord, the best thing you can do is get your ult up. I mean, just go ahead and start attacking the bigger tanks and just trying to blast them over and over. Get your ult, go to the back lines, and then just pop it. That's all you really need to do here. Um, Jeff. Jeff, I'm gonna put Jeff at B. He could have go C. I mean, he's not that great of a healer. Again, the only thing that's keeping him up here is his ult. His ult and his healing is actually not too bad, but he doesn't have damage like that. Like, Luna, Mantis have damage. They have a CC. Like, they have a lot more stuff. Baby Shark, he just has, like, he just can't be hit. He can't be killed, which is really nice, but who cares if you're not being the person to be killed? He's really, really nice at contesting. The amount of times this idiot, Baby Shark, comes out of nowhere and pops ult and just takes the whole team to throw them off the point or even just throw them off the map. The amount of times that happens is actually ridiculous. It's kind of like a StarLord. Baby Shark doesn't do anything all game, but when he pops up, y'all better clear out. Y'all just, and you can't, because by the time he pops his ult, you don't know where he's at. They need to start giving him like some type of noise indications. But like the thing is too, you can figure out things of how to block him. Like I believe you can block him with a Groot wall. You can block him with your shield. I think, I could be wrong. And his hitbox doesn't make sense either. They need to fix that as well. I mean, there's so many times where you literally run completely away from him, or you're so high up in the air that you still get taken. No one knows the hitbox of it actually, so that's really annoying. But a lot of times when you get the higher ranks, you kind of figure out how to deal with them, and it's not that big of a problem. Usually he only takes like 2 characters maximum a lot of times, because a lot of other characters, if you notice a Baby Shark on there, you're going to, or Jeff, if you know there's Jeff Shark on there, you're gonna run someone else. You're gonna play StarLord, Iron Man, someone that can just, or Squirrel Girl, where you can literally just hop up in the air. I mean, you're chilling for the most part. Next character that I'm gonna put, Storm. You're gonna go C. I mean, you're C minus, bro. I mean, you're pretty bad. Even with your ult is amazing for the most part, but the fact that you could be shot at, I think they need to either make her, and she makes a loud noise indication before it even goes off, which is mad annoying too. But most characters can either get away from her, or they can just beam her in their tornado. I mean, she's a clear figure inside of her tornado that allows you to be able to just basically keep tapping her over and over and just like the amount of times I pop my ult and I just got murked off in my ult and no one's even caring. Like I'm popping my ult and everyone's just looking at me like, bro, what is he doing? Like I'm not saying I'm running into the dead on into the team just popping my ult. I do love playing Storm though. Storm is really nice. She boosts people damage and speed, especially her thing that enhances the lightning, and it lightning strikes everyone. Very, very strong. The only thing they need to probably give her is 1, she needs to be able to hit critical hits, 2, increase her damage a little bit, and 3, make her ult, or make her a lot more faster. She needs more movement speed. She's not that fast. She needs to have like Iron Man. Wherever she switches to that other form that makes her fast, it should be like Lucio. Like Lucio moves so much more faster when he's in that other form. So I think they need to do that with her, and she'll be way stronger. She'll be like B to A, and a lot more people will play her, because again, she boosts damage. But if you got a Hela or Hawkeye, they're beaming her out the air. It's not like Iron Man, where Iron Man can like dive into the ground or dive lower floor. You're literally just floating, just doing this. Like you're gonna get murked off quick, bro. Holy, you're gonna get murked off. All right. Last few characters here. Iron Fist. Iron Fist, it's a very, like, some people think Iron Fist should be nerfed. Other characters, or like a lot of people don't have problems, I feel like, with Iron Fist. For me personally, same thing. He's a B. He's a mid-tier character. I mean, he has a chance of going A if you have a lot of distractions. For example, you have a Cap on your team that's distracting the lines, and you're able to get to the back lines with Iron Fist. Yeah, you're murking. But the thing is, with Iron Fist, he doesn't do a lot of damage at all. His right click is really, really nice, and he gets overshield. Very, very nice. And quick play, it's a problem, because when it comes to quick play, no one's taking the game serious. Everyone's trying to chill and whatever, so you'll get more annoyed about Iron Fist. But when it comes to comp and everyone's trying to communicate and trying to actually win the game and taking the game a lot more serious, Iron Fist is not too big of an issue, because people will give call outs like, yo, Iron Fist, he's at the top, he's at the right, he's at the left, he's at the bottom, whatever the case is. And so, again, Hela Hawkeye, Bucky, you can pull him towards him. Luna can freeze him. Mantis can sleep him. Like, you have a lot of ways to get away here. Like, it's not that big of a deal too much. You have a lot of things that can counter him. So it's kind of like Magic as well. The only reason why I put Magic higher than Iron Fist is because Magic has overshield that she gets way more better, and she has little minions that can also attack. And she also has a good combo that guarantees you a kill if you can pull off the entire combo. Iron Fist doesn't have that. After a few hits with Iron Fist, everyone looks at you and just starts shooting you immediately. So it's like you don't have anything that guarantees you a kill like Magic does. Lowkey. Lowkey. I'm gonna put Lowkey. He could go A. I think he's B to A. I'm gonna put him A because that flag, when he sets down those flags, again, it's kind of like Cloak and Dagger, where he sets that little flag down. It's really hard to kill him. I mean, he has so many ways of getting away. The only thing is about Lowkey that does not make him that strong is that he has to keep like moving his clones around in order to do a lot of good hills. Cloak and Dagger doesn't need to do that. Other characters don't need to do that, like Luna. They're all just good on their own. Lowkey as well, that makes him very, very strong and has a potential going S tier, is his ultimate. His ultimate to be able to copy any ult in the game for any given situation. Whether you want to pop a Psylock ult, I mean, you can literally copy someone, pop a Psylock ult, and wipe out the entire team. Or Lowkey can pop, Bucky's ult and literally keep doing it again. But then you're gonna be down a healer. You know what I mean? So it can, and if you die in that form, then that could be bad too. But literally, you can pop. Hulk is popping his ult on your team, and you copy his ult, and then pop Hulk ult too. You got two Hulks running around, just doing that over and over, throwing shields on everyone. Like, it's actually crazy and insane. If you can like find a given situation to pop ult, it can be really, really nice. Or you could even copy Jeff's ult and then just take everyone and throw them off the map. So Lowkey is really, really good for his ult and his flag. Both of those things, and he has pretty good hills. Like I said, if you can get your clones set up in like a capture game mode, he is really, really annoying. Very, very annoying. And how much he gets his clones back can be really, really annoying as well. Neymar can go B tier. His squids are really, really annoying. Does really, really good damage. Ult is horrible. So that's the reason why he's going B. He kind of levels out. His damage is really, really nice. His squids can be really annoying and do consistent damage as well. But for the most part, his ult sucks. And so he can land at B or B minus or so. Iron Fist is a lot more better as far as damage is concerned. Even when Iron Fist pops its ult, it's a lot more dangerous. When it comes to Neymar, I mean, unless you do like a Doctor Strange ult and a Neymar, he needs to combine his ult with some other people. A lot of people's ults on here don't really need to combine. The only reason I put Neymar, I would probably put Neymar above Squirrel Girl though. Probably because he just has more utility than her. But honestly, they're both pretty good. Like, if you have them on your team, it's like, oh, okay, we got some extra damage, some extra stuff like that. They're not too serious. I'm not ordering these like who's best characters out of all of them again. Just for those two as well. Like Neymar or Squirrel Girl, who's being better. It just depends on the situation of what's going on. So, now Wolverine, I'm gonna put him again B. I mean, a lot of the DPS that are outside of the best ones here at the top, a lot of them are not going A. Like, they're either like Magic and Moon Knight are both perfect for A, but the other characters are either really, really good or kind of mid, like depending the situation. Wolverine's kind of like that too. Like Wolverine, if you get a Hulk or you get a Magic or something like that, and you all push in and dive in really, really quick, bro, you're clearing everyone out. Very good damage. He's really good when playing around other people, but himself, his damage is not that great. But the best thing that probably puts him at B plus is the fact of him being able to grab people, because he can literally grab a tank and send them back to your line, and y'all can just get the tank out of there. I mean, I've seen that happen so many times, and Wolverine is so good with that. But his ult is not the greatest at all. He does get pretty good over health, and like I said, he does get also over health when he's about to die too. So he's really good, but he's a solid character. He's cool. Now, Rocket. Let's finish out the healers here, and then we got 2 more DPS left. Rocket, I'm going to put him B. He's on Jeff's level. He's really, really good, and he could probably go to A, but he just doesn't have enough utility. I mean, he has a respawn thing, which is really, really nice that sends armor out. Honestly, they should probably increase the armor. But Rocket, the reason why he's not that great is, number one, his damage is not that great. His ult is not the greatest as well, because a lot of people don't really need it. Like, Rocket could have a completely different, he just needs to have a different ultimate. Something that maybe they should just increase stuff. Maybe like when he pops his ult, everyone gets a damage buff and they get a movement buff or something like that. Like, that could be a lot more better. But, or maybe a fire rate buff, kind of like Kiriko. That would be kind of nice. But like, just a damage buff, it's like, it's kind of very lackluster. There's not really much to him. He has some pretty good mobility, I will agree, but his damage on his gun just sucks. Like, they need to increase the damage on his gun. If we have a Rocket on our team though, Rocket can heal. I won't lie, Rocket can heal. But there's so many other characters I would prefer over Rocket to heal first, which is all the characters I have above, except Jeff. I'll take a Rocket over Jeff. But every other healer, I would take them over Rocket 100%. So that's the reason why Rocket is a little bit more lower. But no, Rocket's still pretty good. Like I said, as far as heals are concerned, whenever it comes to support though, you don't only need to be healing. You also need to be doing damage, trying to get like picks just like us, trying to, you know, heal and damage at the same time. That's your job as a healer, or just being a support as a team. So Rocket doesn't really do that much damage at all. So, and his ult doesn't make up for anything at all. The only thing best thing he has is the little thing that can spawn people back and spawn one person per time. That can be really, really strong. So I do love that, because one person can push up, get a pick off, and if he dies, he can respawn back at Rocket's thing. And then now you're sitting at a 6v5 because that person rushed and picked someone off. So Rocket, for that sense, can be really, really good. And I think he has the potential of being A if they would just increase his damage. Now, we're going to do Black Widow, then we're going to say my boy Spider-Man. Black Widow, you would think she would be S tier, and she's supposed to be S tier. I don't understand why she's not on a level with Hawkeye. I've played Black Widow, and I had some pretty good experiences with Black Widow, but I don't see anyone ever playing Black Widow. However, I still think she has the potential of being maybe an A-. She's B currently. The only reason why is because her ultimate, again, is horrible. It's really, really bad. It does not do anything at all. It's a useless ult. Her damage is absolutely great. However, if they have a Doctor Strange, the thing is, the difference between her and Hawkeye, what I will say about her is it's not like Widow where you need to charge up anything, right? It's an instant thing. So that makes her a little bit better. However, she can't one-shot. So that defeats the entire purpose of having a sniper. So therefore, I will put her at B+, but she has a chance of going A- if you get a pretty good Black Widow. I can see her actually being really, really nice on a team. Another thing is, if she gets pushed, she has not that like much mobility. What I think is she needs a grapple hook or something like that, or something along the lines like that. She only has 2 abilities, and her little sticks, she needs to have a pistol. She needs to either have a pistol or like a double barrel little mini shotgun, something like that, probably preferably a pistol. If she has a pistol as a secondary, that will make her a lot more better, because if she gets pushed by someone, even like a hand cannon, like she has like a hand cannon kind of like Bucky, or like a revolver, 6 shots, does less damage than Bucky, but does pretty good damage. That'll be not too bad. But it's not like Hawkeye, where Hawkeye can like push people back, slice them back, and he can jump really high, and his bullets recharge a lot more faster. She doesn't have that. I mean, if you get caught lacking, you're over. Okay, now Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a very interesting like placement of where to place him. I've tried Spider-Man a lot of different times, and there's some techs with Spider-Man that are really nice that I've tried as well, that have been making him actually quite pleasant to play, not gonna lie. But with Spider-Man, I'm gonna go ahead and give him an overall, I'm gonna give him like an A-. Okay, I'm gonna give him a, nah, I can't. I gotta give him a B+. He's a B+. Okay, the reason why Spider-Man is because, just like a lot of these characters here, not a lot of these characters here, but some of the reason why Spider-Man is really, really bad is because of, or not as good, I wouldn't say bad. If you get a really good Spider-Man on your team, bro, he's mad annoying. Really, 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 really mad annoying. Okay, and I'm sure the best Spider-Man in the game, or best player that plays Spider-Man, I just don't see it still being useful. Again, if you are running certain healers like Lowkey, or if you're running Cloak and Dagger, Spider-Man is not doing anything. Like, if you throw your little bubble down, he's not going to kill you. So they need to increase, and they definitely need to buff Spider-Man in certain ways. He uses too many abilities to kill one person. Black Panther is a lot more better. Not saying he's better overall than Spider-Man, because Spider-Man has a lot more mobility. But the thing is with Black Panther is, or even I would probably say Magic, because Black Panther's kind of the same level with Spider-Man. Magic, again, it's the amount of, she has a thing of getting away, and she does a lot of damage, even if, like, she does not, like, Spider-Man literally relies on his webs. You have to shoot your webs and land it on someone in order to be able to do damage. Which, the fact that you're spending time trying to do that over and over, and it doesn't guarantee you a kill. And if you go in for a kill and you mess up, then you have to retreat, wait for your stuff to recharge. Even if you get one pick off, you still can't do much yet. I think his uppercut ability should be recovered maybe a little bit more faster, or you should be able to use both of them twice. Like, you should not, I don't understand why he has 2 charges and you can't use both of them right away. There's like a 2-second delay between where you can use them. There should not be a cooldown. There should just be, you got charges, kind of like how Wanda has her little phasing ability, and she can use the other phase ability right away, but those things still recharge. That's how it should be with Spider-Man, I feel like, with his uppercut. That would make him a lot more better, because he just doesn't have too much to him. Also, his right click web thing, they should just make him do more damage in general, his basic damage. Now, if you hit somebody that's webbed, that's great, but his combat animations are a little weird. They're not the greatest. Like I said, his uppercut though is amazing, absolutely amazing. Hitbox needs to be fixed though. Hitbox is absolutely broken. But yeah, that's my tier list of how I feel. We got Punisher, Luna, Mantis, Hela, Hawkeye, Psylock, Doctor Strange, and Bucky. All those are S tier characters. A tier, we got we got Cloak and Dagger, Magneto, Groot, Hawkeye, Magic. This is in no particular order, obviously. Thor, Bruce Banner, Cap, Warlock, Penny Parker, and Lowkey. And then obviously we got Venom, Venom, Black Panther, Squirrel Girl, Iron Man, StarLord. We got Jeff, Baby Shark, Iron Fist, Neymar, Wolverine, Rocket, and Black Widow, and Spider-Man all in B tier. And then you got Wanda and Storm in C tier. And we got the new characters here that are supposed to be releasing, which I think it's Human Torch, The Thing, and what's his name? Fantastic Four. I don't know who this is. I totally forgot her name. But yeah, that's my tier list. That's how I feel about every character based on my experiences with doing competitive. Now, the big question is, Overwatch better than Marvel Rivals? Okay, which, here's what I will say. Overwatch is such a great game. Love the game to death. Been playing the game, like I said, since 2016 when the game came out. I think the Overwatch original, and obviously Overwatch 2, right, which is basically Overwatch 1. I mean, let's just call it just Overwatch here. But what I will say is, it depends how you look at it. Everyone that's just an Overwatch hater, they're automatically just bashing Overwatch just in general. They're just bashing it. I mean, they don't even play Overwatch like that, where they played it a few times and they're just kind of hopping on the bandwagon. People that genuinely played Overwatch when it first came out and how it's now, and I get people's gripes or issues, whatever, with Overwatch not releasing PvE, all this different type of stuff, not releasing content. Me, overall, I love Overwatch. I don't play it now. I downloaded it a few days ago and then I deleted it because I was just like, I played some comp and I made it all the way to, prior when I was taking Overwatch series, I was making it to like Masters or so, and I was trying to get into Grandmasters, but I couldn't play the game as often as I wanted to, so I just gave up on trying to play comp anyways, because I couldn't play the game too much during that time anyways. And if I try to re-download it, I'm like learning how to play on keyboard and mouse, and I was doing really good. I was getting like the plat, and it was pretty fun. Here's what I will say. Overwatch has a lot of personality to it. I mean, each character has their own unique abilities. They all have their own storyline attached to it. Marvel Rivals, they didn't really have to try too much. We know Hawkeye has a bow and arrow. We know Hela has like the little, like, everything was kind of played out for them of how the characters would be. We know SpiderMan has webs. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to come up too much. Overwatch have a lot more personality with the different characters and like trying to come up with their abilities and that type of stuff. Blizzard is just dumb. Overwatch, the game itself, is super amazing. It's such an amazing game, but Blizzard is just a dumb company. I mean, they make the most dumbest decisions ever. Okay, so I just blame the company. But I'm gonna personally say that I think at this time, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch is a better game. Overwatch is a better game than Marvel Rivals. Okay. The reason for this is just simply because of Marvel Rivals is a new game right now. Okay. They haven't had time to mess up anything, to change metas. The game is first released. Okay. It's the same thing. If Marvel Rivals was released first and then they came out with a new game called Overwatch, everyone would be like, oh my gosh, Overwatch is a better game. It always happens. Okay. At this current state, even though I played both games and I've played Marvel Rivals quite a bit so far, I'm going to still say, and I don't play Overwatch anymore, but I'm going to still say Overwatch overall at this time is still a better game than Marvel Rivals as far as just the characters and where it's came from, like how Overwatch is, from the point that it was until now, and the new characters that got released, that type of stuff. It's a better game. However, I will say Marvel Rivals is coming to a point of being a better game than Overwatch. Once they release more content, like Marvel Rivals, when they come out with other characters and they kind of change up the meta and we kind of see what happens, I think easily it will become a better game than Overwatch. And it slowly already is. I just don't think it's gotten to that point yet. I still think Overwatch can be enjoyable as an overall game. It's a free game, just like Marvel Rivals, so there's no competition there. Obviously, when they took out loot boxes as well, if Overwatch brought back loot boxes just alone, that will return so many players back. Just that one thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it again. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I know a lot of people just want to hate on Overwatch. I mean, they hate Blizzard so much that they just want to see them just fail, bro. So when Marvel Rivals come out, the first chance they get is be like, bro, Overwatch, it sucks. Marvel Rivals is so much better. It's just, bro, that's how I see on my feed, bro. So, yeah, I mean, that's how I truly feel.
Oh, shit.
Y'all really thought I was going to start the beat, huh?
GG's.
Let's go.
There you go.
Oh, man.